Greetings, welcome to the July 2023 edition of the Fraser Valley Pre-Sale Pulse, bringing you the latest real estate intelligence on the Valley's pre-sale and resale marketplace over the past 30 days. I'm Susanna Gonzalez.
And I'm Brittany Reimer, and we're here in the beautiful Fraser Valley today.
Yeah, I love this office.
Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the warm weather, because here in the Valley, in the pre-sale market, both buyers and developers alike are certainly not taking a break for summer mentally, which is great news for all of us. Now, after several months of limited launch activity, we're seeing developers catch up to the uplift in sales and bring a lot of product to market, which is great, again, for all of us. And notably, the product coming to market has been absorbing really quite well.
Yeah, so Britt, any clues as to why this is?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are a lot of factors at play here, but the recent rate hike did further highlight pre-sale programs. The Valley has always had a heavy investor presence, as we know, and currently investors aren't able to cover the mortgage payments at current rates with rental income in finished products. So a pre-sale home really allows them to enter the market while eliminating this issue, and it holds just as true for end users as well alike.
Now, we saw this, for example, at Silva 3, which launched this month and blended at approximately $850 a square foot. In about 3 weeks of sales, they've sold 40% of all their product.
Absolutely. That's a return to absorption numbers that we've seen in our hottest markets. Suze, that's also including a price escalation. Now, phase one sold at about $790 for a price per square foot just last summer.
Now, we've heard that they really benefited from adjustments to unit mix and plans, prioritizing efficiency and utility, for example, adding dens to their 1-beds and converting large 2-beds into 3-beds. So end price is critical right now. Many families have a genuine need for housing, but have a hard cap in terms of what they can qualify for from the bank. So that's making it difficult.
Absolutely. And we're seeing that play out in markets like Langley as well, Suze, where we've seen a few launches this month. Now, Whitetail Homes, which has launched many developments that focus on simplicity and affordability in the past, brought Unity, a 6-story wood frame building, to the market in late June. Of the 94 units released, they've sold 78 at about $810 for price per square foot. Now, that's 83% of the released product and 40% of the entire offering in under 2 weeks of sales. It's hard not to think that maybe some revenue left on the table there, but when you're looking at 83% in a building sold that quickly, you're probably not thinking about that. You're thinking about how quickly do we sell these homes.
So revenue aside, the sales absorption, definitely strong numbers. That's not to say there aren't projects that are struggling, though. What we're seeing in pre-sales, not unlike what's happening in the resale market, well-positioned, well-priced product is selling like hotcakes, hence their success.
Yeah, absolutely. And a perfect note to turn now to our project features to see how we think upcoming product is going to perform.
Alrighty, first starting with the Landmark, which is the third and final tower of the Foster Martin community set in White Rock. The Landmark will consist of a mix of 1 to 3 beds at a blended price per square foot of $1,225. They are currently the only active concrete tower in the White Rock area with a healthy supply of inventory, which may give them an advantage as all other projects that are coming to this area are at least another year or two out.
Yeah, absolutely. This may be true, Suze, but at $1,225 a square foot, they are hitting some new ceiling prices for this area. For example, the latest project to launch in that area was Monaco, at a blended price per square foot of $1,083, so just under that $1,100 mark. This means that Landmark's smallest unit at 753 square feet, you're paying at least $100,000 more. Now, I'm just not sure that the buyers in that market are willing to swallow this type of number just yet. But that said, to your point, very limited inventory, both in Fraser Valley and Vancouver, of this product type.
Yeah, good point, Britt. From what I've heard, the main demographic for the previous 2 towers were downsizer end users, but they are seeing a lot more first-time home buyers this time around who are likely to be a lot more price sensitive and prioritize value over large homes, which is what is being offered at Landmark.
Yeah, and I also heard through the grapevine just recently, they did extend their previewing period by 3 weeks due to market conditions. No surprises with the recent rate hike. I'm starting to wonder if that's probably part of the reason why.
Yeah, I think it definitely could be. Next up, we have Emerge by Essence Properties in Willoughby, our favorite little nook in the valley. This project features 19 3- and 4-bedroom townhomes starting in the low $900 and blending at approximately $675 per square foot. This marks the 6th development by Essence Properties in this area in the last few years.
Now, their latest project before Emerge was Easton, which sold incredibly well in late 2021. I saw a mix of local buyers, investors. Now, for this project, they're seeing primarily end users, mostly upsizers from the Coquitlam market and locally, although there has been some first-time homebuyers expressing interest with help from their parents, another trend that we continue to see.
Definitely. Now, what I find interesting is that unlike all of their recent product in Langley, Emerge will be the first time they will be selling already finished product. I wonder how this will impact their sales with the uncertainty around interest rates right now.
Yeah, I mean, finished product is always a bit of a hit and miss. That said, they're lying right in the middle with price per square foot for the Langley area. And I think Essence has really managed to build quite a reputation for themselves positively in the Langley area. They were over 30% sold within the first 2 weeks of launch. So while it might not have been a crazy, busy launch success, I would say that they're well on their way in a Temple market.
That's great to hear. On that note, why don't we jump into resale? How did the month stack up, Britt?
Yeah, so June was an active month for the Fraser Valley with over 2,000 resales processed over the month. I'd like to see a number with a 2. That's incredible to see. In fact, resales reaching the 10-year average for June after months of sales below the historic average. Now, this represents a significant increase of 51% compared to June of last year.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Now, it's worth noting that there was also a 13% increase in sales compared to May. Despite the current financial implications of anticipated rate hikes, buyers continue to enter the market due to high demand and limited supply.
Now, talking about supply, Suze, now 3,424 new listings entered the market in June. This shows a slight increase of 2.8% compared to the same period of last year. However, it was still 3% below May.
Overall, supply declined 8% from last year, and so remains top of mind for buyers in the market.
Falling supply and rising demand, that is a recipe for upward pressure on values. As we've seen in recent months, prices in the Fraser Valley continue to trend upward. The combination of limited supply and high demand is driving this trend. Now, the benchmark values increased 2.1% month over month, but is still below values that we did see last year. So important to know.
Well, Bert
Ernie? We just call us Bert and Ernie.
Well, Ernie. Well, Britt, I believe we've reached the conclusion of another edition of the Fraser Valley Pre-Sale Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and newswire, our daily email newsletter providing you with the latest real estate news. We want you to stay informed and real estate intelligent.
And subscribers, coming soon to your inbox is the latest edition of the MLA Advisory Black Book, our quarterly overview of the presale and resale marketplace spanning the Greater Vancouver and Fraser Valley regions. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time for the Fraser Valley Pre-Sale Pulse.